Well, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Ozarks Fox AM. I'm Jeremy Rabe.
And I'm Maddie Conklin on a wonderful Wednesday.
It sure enough is. And huge shout out to all the volunteers at my polling place yesterday when I voted. I just want to say shout out because they're all so lovely and nice and kind. Yes.
I have a question about voting because I've always done mail-in since I was in California for elections. But can you go into the polling place with like your list of picks?
Yeah.
You can. I didn't know if you could bring like material with you so you can have it to reference, or if you had to keep it all up here.
A school test.
Okay, I don't know. I've never done it. I've never voted in person. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm speaking just from personal experience. I have to have, like, you know how you have to have your reimbursement check paper version?
Yes.
I have to have the paper ballot in my hand. I have to have that and put it in the machine to know it is in there.
Yeah.
I'm saying I trust our mail system. I just need to have it in my hand.
I do understand that trepidation because
I am nervous about mail-in. I just wanted to make sure it doesn't get lost.
Oh yeah, well, because the last big election we had, in California, it was a lot of mail-in because we were kind of coming out of COVID, all that stuff.
I know, I get that.
But I checked it multiple times to make sure it wasn't just hanging in the little thing that you close.
See, ours are little ovals, and you do. And by the way, I'm taking my readers next time. I think the ballots are getting smaller. The print on the ballots, I was like, holy moly. Yes, you can bring in your sheet to know what you're voting for. You can pull up your phone and find out, okay, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not like a school test.
I didn't know how strict it was.
Oh, no, it's not. I loved it because I was voting, and a grandma, I'm assuming it was a grandma, brought her two grandchildren in to watch her vote and tell them how the process goes.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was awesome. So I heard her, I was in the next little table, and I could hear her explaining things to the kids. Like, here's how you vote, here's why we vote, here's how we're voting this. This is known as this area, this district is this. And I was like, this grandma is so informed. Wow. I was listening going, okay.
You're like, okay, grandma. Now, I'm a little stuck on this one. Can we get to that
And
one?
the kids were asking questions, and I was like, how cool is it to get the grandma getting the kids ready to be involved in the system?
Yeah.
It was very cool.
It sneaks up on you, 18 happens, and then, so.
And she was like, okay, this area is known as this, and this is typically this area, and this, I was just like, wow.
That's where it gets weedy for me, is the different districts and who's in charge of, how
the good thing is where you vote, you'll only see your ballot will only affect the things that you're voting for in your district. So I wasn't voting for somebody in Nixa yesterday, or somebody in, unless it's national.
Got it.
Yes, I highly recommend. I want you to vote in person.
You want to come
November.
with me?
I will. I will totally come with you.
Hold my hand, please.
We will record it for the show.
Yeah, seriously.
Maddie's first time.
Just not my picks, okay? That's confidential.
No, that part. But it would be fun to actually take you to your place.
Yeah.
Show the process, and then afterwards be like, Maddie, how was it?
Let's mental check that,
Mental check
Charlie.
for November. November voting in person with Maddie. You're gonna love having that paper ballot in your hand and putting it in the machine. It goes. Burp.
I low-key loved taking tests, so.
Okay.
It's gonna be like that.
Yes. Oh well, let's bring in our friends Jesse and Angela. It was fun voting yesterday, and I love the process. So.
Yes. Okay. I also wanted to add to that too. Make sure before you do that, your registration is all up to date, because I completely forgot Missouri doesn't do like same-day voter registration. You have to register like almost 6 weeks in advance or something crazy. So I just re-registered here in Missouri 2 weeks ago, and I didn't make it the cutoff for the local.
Yes.
But I'll be fine for November. But
yeah,
just make sure.
Yeah, I keep getting the voter cards in the mail, like the paper ones that you cut and then fold over.
Oh, yeah. So you should be
got like
current.
3 of those.
You should be, you should be current. You can just go to your, the clerk here in Springfield, and they'll tell you, your precinct, they'll tell you all that fun stuff, and you'll be ready to go.
There's so much I didn't know.
Yeah,
I'm learning.
It's fun.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Good stuff.
Yeah, a couple of general.
I'm just excited that you're excited.
General polling locations as well. There's a few that you can go no matter where you live. So
yeah,
that's good to know.
You'll be good to go.
So,
yeah.
We'll talk more about that once we get closer to November. We'll get you up to speed.
Thank you.
For sure. Yes. A couple of stories in the meantime, though. Scientists are proposing the creation of a doomsday vault on the moon. Now, it sounds scarier than it really is. Here it is. It would store seeds and biological samples from critical species. Dr. Mary Hagedorn of the Smithsonian's National Zoo and Conservation Biology Institute is one of the scientists leading the charge. Critical species include those that can transform the environment, like coral reefs, pollinators, key food crops, and oxygen producers. They say the moon is actually an ideal storage environment because there are no weather threats, and they also say craters can stay cold without needing to supply power to them. Now, there's already a seed vault in Norway, but it's faced some unexpected risk due to some flooding that's been caused by climate change, according to those scientists there. So, yeah, there you go.
Interesting.
Take a little U-Haul up to the moon and
I was going
drop
to
off
say.
some seeds.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's. I could see it being pretty cold on one of them craters. So.
Now,
Oh,
here's
yeah.
the thing. For the crops and stuff that grow and then the pollinators, wouldn't it be too cold for them to be up there?
Maybe not to store them. Maybe the storage.
okay.
facility.
Oh, yeah.
I'm no
that's a good
scientist.
point.
Yeah, I
but,
know.
Well, that's
I was
totally
interested in just the fact that storage on the moon is a possibility. Like, you know what? Climate-controlled storage. How about we just take it to the moon?
Yeah.
Just put it on a rocket.
Unrealistic fear is being on the moon and then walking to the dark side of the moon where it's infinite space and you have no light because you can't see the sun. And you know what I'm talking about, the dark side of the moon?
Yeah.
That scares me to death. Sorry. Unrational
Well,
fear.
you know,
You walking to the dark side of the
Side
moon
of the
could be
moon.
someone's nightmare.
Is my
'Cause there's-
nightmare.
I know, right?
I just want
yeah,
to
yeah.
hop
I wanna-
around on the
That's
moon.
what I'm saying. I want to do some moonwalking.
I just want to jump around, maybe hit a golf ball.
That'd be cool.
I think I'd
All the way to
rather
Earth.
stay here on Earth.
I'm just going to stay.
I'm going to stay right here. I'm having fun.
It is.
All right, but you know, Maddie, you're a big fan, just like I am. So you're gonna love this next story. So
Okay.
a college is renaming their football stadium after a popular music
no.
artist.
Oh.
We're talking about Florida International University in Miami will now be named after Pitbull.
Yes.
Mr. 305 has agreed to a 10-year, $12 million deal, changing the name to Pitbull Stadium. As part of the contract, Pitbull will host an annual fundraiser for the school, as well as provide name, image, and likeness rights for recruiting. 2 links for this story to the Ozarks here. The Missouri State Bears will join FIU in Conference USA next year, so they'll probably play there soon.
Oh my gosh.
Also, Pitbull will be at Thunder Ridge Nature Arena on September 21st. I really want to go to that one so bad.
You
I
know.
can see that one
I
being
think
a
it'll
good
be fun.
one.
That's going to be good. 'cause
T-Pain also going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Can't forget about
Yes.
T-Pain. He
Yeah.
might be one of the funniest rappers. Just
I
like
love it.
naturally.
He's naturally really talented to sing. I know we always hear his auto-tune and stuff, but I saw a video of him. Sometimes he'll sing Tennessee Whiskey.
Uh-huh.
And he's really good.
Yeah, I've seen him live once.
He's a great performer.
He
Yeah.
cuts the auto-tune off for a couple songs. He can sing.
Yeah,
The man can
he's
sing.
very talented.
He was
yeah.
the first winner of the Masked Singer
Oh, really?
US.
That's right.
Oh.
I forgot
The US
about
edition,
that.
season 1, Masked Singer T-Pain. Winner.
What an accolade.
Can you
about
remember,
that.
like, did it sound like it was synthesized or was it a mixture? Because I know that they try to kind of mess up their voices so it's not
I
too
would
easy
have to
of
go
a good
back
voice.
and I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go
No,
find
no, you're
clips.
good.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
That's so
interesting
funny.
fact.
Well, now I got to make a visit to where was it? Florida?
FIU,
yeah.
Florida International
I got to go
University.
now that it's
Yeah.
Pitbull
Oh,
Stadium.
wow.
It's a beautiful campus too. My family lives pretty close to there.
Oh,
and
very
it's
Is that
cool.
close
gorgeous.
to University of Miami?
Kinda.
Okay.
A
'Cause
little
I've been to
bit.
that campus and it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gorgeous. The U.
Imagine. Palm
Yeah.
trees, I'm sure, all
I
over.
Oh,
told
it's
you, I-
stunning down there.
I walked around like
Yeah.
their student area, you know, where like the restaurants are and like
Yeah.
all this stuff.
I
and
would
I was
love
like,
that.
this is like out of a postcard and you go to school here?
That's what I'm
right?
saying. Yeah.
like,
And
I
you're
was
so close to
jealous.
the beach.
Yeah.
That'd be
Would
sweet.
love that. That's a dream.
Cutting class, I'm going to the beach.
Yep.
On the beach.
You know-
I'd be in South Beach every day.
I was going to say,
Same.
I'd be at the beach every day except for if there's a hurricane.